tell you exactly what it is. But one of Tim's aunts told us about this amazing thing that you can do with your family. And you start with a jar, and you put it on your counter where everybody can see it that's in your family. And all year long, you fill it with your change. You can put bills in there too, but we fill it with our change. And then if we have a little extra, we'll put maybe like a 10 in there. And every time we put money in, including my boys, I have 9-year-old twins. And it has been the best teaching experience ever. So every time we put money in, we say a prayer for whoever's going to need this. Aww. And then during Christmas, we pray as a family and we ask around to see who needs, there's people that have kids that lost their job. They're not going to be able to even get a Christmas dinner, much less presents. So you take your jar and you fill it up with whatever you can add extra at the end. And then you just anonymously leave it on their porch, like ring the doorbell or on their desk or in their car, somewhere where you know they're going to get it.
Yeah, don't just leave it out.
And you don't sign it. Because the joy is just knowing that you're like an angel.
Right.
And so my kids, when we started this, I mean, it was so fun because it's hard to explain to an 8-year-old at the time, that there are people that don't have anything. And I was just telling them the other day, I was trying to explain, because we were buying gifts for an angel tree, and I was trying to, they were just like, well, why wouldn't they have presents, And I said, well, a lot of people are put in bad situations. They lose their job, or they are really sick. And I was telling about this story, I heard it was on a show I watched recently, about a family who, the husband was wounded in, I think, some form of the military, and the wife had just been, she had a job, but all of her hours were cut back, so they lost their house, and they were almost losing their car, and the son gave the mom his PlayStation to sell so they could have food. And my boys were like, oh my gosh. They totally got that because they're 9, so it was PlayStation, they're like, why did they do that? And I said, because they didn't have food, and so what would you do, And I said the mom cried. And anyways, she was on Ellen, and Ellen gave her a new car, and all these things. And my boys were like, well, what can we do something? I said, well, we have the Christmas jar, so we're doing that for sure. And they said, well, can we put some of our extra money in it? It was just this week they got it. All year they've been like, I wonder who's going to get our Christmas jar. Maybe we should give it to that kid at school because he said something like their house burned down or something. We have a director in our business whose house just burned down. You don't know who it is. And you're already at Christmas right now, but I'm challenging my team and all of you to start a Christmas jar and do it all year. Have people, I just got a text right now that somebody just put money at my house in my breezeway for our Christmas jar at home because they heard about it and they were like, that's so awesome, I want to add to it. And so just the joy of being able to do something, Christmas, that's what it is. And we get so caught up in everything. And even me, trying to get my business and all these things, and my family, and all this stuff, it just brought me back to, how important it is. And so, how many of you will try to do a Christmas jar? You can go to christmasjar.com, and there's a book. It's like a corny book, but it's a really cool story about how it got started. And you just never know. Last year, we took our... I always do something with my clients too. If they spend $50, I give 10% to, I say being an angel is what it's called this year. And I'm just going to add it to my Christmas jar and tell them that they can be a part of it. And if they are a hostess or if they spend a certain amount, I'll let them put in names and I'll do a drawing of whoever is a needy family, that's somebody that needs it. Or you can go to your church, you can call the schools and ask what sometimes the principal will know, and she doesn't have to give you the name, but she could give the gift to the family whose kids aren't getting anything. So anyways, my team for Christmas, I got you all jars. So, and Kelly had some, right?
Yeah, we have some bags and stuff for people who want to start one.
So if you want to start right away, and if you want to donate to my Christmas jar this year, you can donate to me tonight before I leave, and or you can just start your own.
You can also ask your clients at your spas to, if they would like to round up to the next dollar, and you can take the extra change from that order and throw that into the Christmas tree. Or you can say, or if you want more than just $1, you can tell me a dollar amount and it will go into the jar. But make sure you have the jar with you so that they see that there is a physical jar.
And my clients loved it last year because we didn't have the Christmas jar. This is our very first year doing it, but I always do something. And I think I ended up getting like, because some people would say, well, I just want to donate. Because I let them donate even if they don't buy, so they don't think she's just asking me to buy something, you know. And I ended up with about $300, and I just did it in 3 weeks in December. And I bought a Walmart gift card, and it went to a family whose father lost a job. He was a single dad, and he was just like, there was nothing for them. They had no resources. So it was really cool to let my clients know, not by name, who gave it to him or what his name was, but just the story. Because really, I feel that our business, we're about helping people feel better about themselves, helping people take care of themselves. So, isn't this exciting? I'm so excited. I'm giving it to so many people for Christmas too. So, anyways, go ahead.
I did that with my team when I first started at BeautiControl in June and July to promote the spas in the summer. We did round up spas, and we ended up raising over $500 for Play for Pink, which is the golf outing for breast cancer awareness. And we were one of their top sponsors. And we collected products and
people really do like to get it.
Yeah, they do.
And if you have it, you know, because my boys were like, well, why would we do this for this kid? I don't want to even shop for it. And I'm like, because we can help them. We don't have a lot, but we can do something. So you can do something. And the quote that I put on here was, the miracle of Christmas, one penny at a time. So.